So we've got neighbor Dave here. He, if you don't remember Dave, he was the one that challenged Mark in the drag race that he lost in. So he was all sad and wanted to come up with another challenge. So now we've got compound bow versus 300 Blackout. We're going to do a penetration test here today and an accuracy test.
Challenge. What is our challenge?
Aspirin shoot.
So we're doing an aspirin shoot. So we're going to be at say 25 yards or so.
Yeah, 15 to 25 yards, anywhere in there.
Okay.
Open sight, preferably. If you shoot scope, that's fine. But I'm gonna retardedly try to outshoot you with a modern weapon with something a little more gothic.
Right.
Guys used to do this for demonstrations all the time, and that's kind of where I come from. A friend of mine, they used to, at the sportsman show for exhibition for Chinook archers, they would sit and shoot aspirin just for exhibition, you know.
Okay.
And we've done that at the club I used to be a part of, and then we've done milk jug shoots, and milk jug shoot with a semi-automatic weapon is insanity to take on that challenge. So the next best thing was, in order for us to go head to head, would be shooting aspirins.
All right.
Small dot.
We're
Aim
going to
small, miss
try
small.
and shoot a small dot. And you know, you issued this challenge here a couple of weeks ago, and we set today as a date, and I totally spaced. I totally forgot. My goal was to have my firearm, because that's a pretty short distance, so I don't have any of them zeroed in or anything. And I was going to get some practice in.
We can come to a happy medium.
So we're going to...
It's easier for me to pick an odd distance, you know, 20, 30, 40, and obviously 20 is a little better for me, but
right.
Most guys, unless you're shooting freestyle, you're not marked to a half yard or a yard increment. You're in usually 10, and if somebody's really anal, which typically I am, I just haven't got this set up yet, I'm marked down to 5 yards.
Okay.
So if it's an even increment, it's best for me.
Well, you get warmed up, and then I'm going to set mine up, and we'll establish our distance, and then I'll reestablish my zero to that, and then we're going to do two things. We're going to do aspirin shoot, and then we were also going to do a penetration shoot through a 5-gallon bucket of sand.
Yes, sir.
So I have an expanding bullet that is likely going to be engineered to transfer all of its energy to that sand, and we have a bullet, an arrow that's engineered to penetrate, but I'm going to be traveling at 6 times the velocity of what your arrow is.
I'm only flying about 284 feet per second right now, and that's my draw weight.
And I think I'm probably shooting at 2,100 feet per second.
And that's that one not, but this one here, this is 454 grains.
I'm going to be shooting 110 grains.
All right, Mac, you're going to flip a coin, and we're going to shoot until somebody hits the aspirin. So you have an aspirin set up on your backstop, and I have an aspirin embedded in my pallet, and we're going to alternate taking shots, and the first person to hit their aspirin is the winner. All right, so first person, since we're both superior shots, we're going to flip for who goes first, and you get to call it.
All right.
All right.
Tails.
And it is tail.
Tails never lets me down.
All right.
What's the model of the bow you're using today?
This is a 2013 Bowtech CPXL, which is the longer version of the Insanity.
That aspirin looks pretty small.
Aim small, miss small.
Oh! All right, I've got a Ruger American Ranch.
I'll be a son of a buck. Game
Aspirin
over.
is gone.
Did you shoot next to it?
Oh, we gotta go get a close up. We gotta review footage and see if I just hit adjacent or what. Because I'm starting to feel like 22 Plinkster right now, and it's making me happy. Oh, I did not. I did not. I did not. I'm telling on myself. It fell out of the hole.
Well, I was here, so.
You would have saw it. I should have came over and stepped on it. That would be unfair, though.
They say hunting is a roller coaster, but over here is just as bad. This has been highs and lows the last 30 seconds.
Oh, very close.
Very far away.
I think I'm going to burn a $32 box of ammo trying to kill a 10-cent aspirin is what I'm going to do.
Well, the only thing that's cost me so far is pride because I ain't shooting worth a darn. Son of a buck. Shoot straight, Mark.
Not saying
that hole
anything.
there. It disappeared again.
It's good at that. I can see through the board. Where's the Sasquatch hand? Oh, 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 oh.
You need a Sasquatch hand.
The hole in that board is...
You couldn't rest an aspirin in that hole.
Oh, you got it.
Look at there. It did not vaporize it. I probably just winged it, but it is busted. Right down there.
Oh, right down there. Let me get in on that.
Close. You're close to what you said happened.
I was scared for a long time that I wasn't going to.
I was disappointed for a long time. I've been shooting at those little black dots last week and been 4 out of 5 arrows, and I couldn't hit my foot today.
You know, my takeaway from this is that I really need to practice more offhand.
That's the least practiced position on the planet.
Exactly. But you know what? It's for me, it's the most used when you're hunting. But apparently, it's been effective because I've done pretty well. If I have time, I always find a rest, and
I think
a lot of
probably
times
90% of the time you shoot offhand unless you can throw a pack down and then you're shooting prone.
Right.
And
But the last ones I've got have been within 25 or 30 yards and close and quick and sight picture and done.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now you have one of your Ramcat Super Mondo Magic broadhead things that's effective enough that you cut yourself getting it out, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
You got a bloody thumb.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to be very careful with my ammunition to make sure it doesn't hurt me when I load it in the magazine. But we're going to do a penetration test on a 5-gallon bucket full of sand.
Yep.
And you believe that that will penetrate it, and you doubt that my 300 Blackout Barnes TX 110 grain will penetrate it.
That's my belief.
And we're going to find out.
We are.
Let's do it.
Mark's going first today. 300 Blackout Barnes bullets. How many grains are those?
110.
110.
TAC TX bullet.
All right. So, first shot's fired.
Let's see if I can hit the bucket.
Want to observe before we proceed?
Let's take a look. I have an entry wound and I have no exit wound. So somewhere trapped in there is a 100% copper.
That's your entry?
Yep. Okay. All right.
There goes 30 bucks. Shaft and head.
Oh, your arrow?
Uh-huh.
No pain, no gain.
I just spent $1.60 on that bullet, if that makes you feel any better.
That broadhead's $15.
You can sharpen it on your bench grinder.
So I'm gonna step right in front of
I
you.
got a bastard rasp for that. Ready, Bob?
Ready when you are. Let's make it count. It's 30 bucks.
Wow.
It didn't come through though. So now,
So we got the camera rolling over here. Let's tip over onto this bucket, onto this board here.
got to do it sideways.
Let's do it towards the camera and see if we can see.
Should have had you shoot a lot higher. You're right about where I'm at. I might have pushed you in further.
That was a defensive strategy on my part.
Well, it's working.
Lift that bucket a little higher there, Dave, so the camera can see it.
Did you disintegrate?
I don't know. I would think it should have pedaled up.
Well, where you're at, where's that? You were an inch below me. I don't think pouring anything else out is going to be a benefit. You're laying in that.
Huh. So there's no real good way to tell.
So I was to the backside wall.
Yeah, you were.
Obviously, we can't tell where you're at.
Huh. Clump here. Cat poop.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there it is. Right there. So it was about in the middle of the pile. So I penetrated about halfway because we were in the middle, and yours went clear to the back side.
Which I'm actually surprised I didn't get through the back, but
Yeah. Well,
These buckets are pretty robust.
there you go. I think that I think it's clear from the arrow position that you penetrated further than this bullet did. There you have it.
I was gonna have her take and put a Sharpie, put a 2 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what place you were gonna come in. But I'm glad I didn't.
Well, folks, that was the Fire Mountain Outdoors first ever archery episode. I want to thank neighbor Dave for coming over and
fun.
issuing the challenge once again. I like it when you challenge me, Dave.
Yeah,
I like it when it works out well.
yeah. Every couple of weeks I get to have my ass handed to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
So we did the aspirin test, and we both thought it was going to be shorter because we were confident that, by golly, they couldn't stand. But eventually we did get our aspirin, and we killed them. That was good.
First place loser.
Yeah. And we also got to do the penetration test. And that was fun. That was like hillbilly ballistic gel, bucket of sand. We did some penetration testing, and I was actually amazed at how far that arrow went through. I think it went twice as far as that bullet did.
Well, your bullet's designed to expand, and mine's designed to keep cutting and pass through an animal, so that part didn't surprise me, but the lack of coming out the other side actually did. I figured it would come out the other side.
Right. But we didn't know until we tried it.
Yeah, it's probably not as accurate as ballistic gel, but it sufficed.
That's right. It was good. I think it was a good episode. I think it's fun, and we get it all edited up, and I think that the viewers are going to really like it. So I appreciate you coming over and doing that, and maybe we'll do some more of that again.
Yeah.
So, hey folks, you can't take back a bullet or an arrow, and you never want to wish that you could. So shoot safe, follow the 4 basic safety rules, and thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. You might share this with some of your archery friends or other people that are interested in archery, and tune them on to Fire Mountain Outdoors. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching.